For Manchester United, Erik ten Hag said, this is progress. We have young players. You need to be able to see that what we're building here is something.
Listen, I don't know what he's had obviously a couple of glasses of wine after the game. I don't know how strong that is, but he seemed really upbeat, and I admire for it because he's obviously seen something that I'm not seeing at this moment in time. I'm not saying there's not potential at the football club or with these young players, but in terms of competing with Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool, they are way off it. They're competing at this moment in time with Aston Villa and Spurs for that 4th or 5th position. And at this stage, they're well behind them. So I don't get his positivity, but maybe that's just me. Maybe obviously been a bit old and grumpy. But he's upbeat, but I certainly didn't see that upbeat performance. I thought 2 very good goals from Man United and a team that hung in there and stuck at it, and I give him credit for that. But if you're looking at the bigger picture, I'm not sitting back here and going, listen, Man United are on the way back. Far from it.
What did you see in that performance?
I just saw a lot of fight. I thought Liverpool, again, giving Man United a chance to get back into it. United did score 2 brilliant goals. Listen, the first one was a mistake, but you still have to be punished. And then you got the second goal was outstanding, but they're giving up 2 soft goals from set pieces. Again, they lost the game the other night with a set piece at Chelsea in the last minute. So all these bits of their game, they've got to tidy up. They're playing moments. I'm not sure it's a real team out there. I can't sit here and go, I think next year Man United will be challenging for league titles. I just can't see it. There's big expectations with recruitment in the summer and new people coming in. But there's a long way back from Man United.
It's very difficult to sort of... Roy's right. You can't... After watching Man United's last few games, I watched the game on Chelsea in midweek and I watched the Brentford game, was as devoid of any belief and confidence in the team. I've met any Manchester United team I could think of. So for him to say that, it's hard to buy into it. Of course, he wants to keep his job. He knows right now he's under a lot of pressure.
You need the leaders. I keep obviously repeat myself every week on here, but that's not you. That's what you need from a group of players. The way Man United are playing is like a mid-table team, a small club. You don't know what you're going to get. There's a bit of excitement, but if you want to win the big prizes or compete to win the big prize, you've got to turn up week in, week out, and these players don't. The stats will tell you that they've lost 12 games.
Like goal difference.
They're goal different. Man United after what? Is it -1 or whatever? Nowhere near good enough.
But they've had problems with injury. Martinez comes in, makes a big difference at the back. But that's not the be-all and end-all, And today, when I look at the players they had in midfield and going forward, Man United never looked like they're ever controlling the game. I never watch them and think that they're really in control here. They're going to pass the ball. When you watch Manchester City or even Liverpool, they have a different style. But they look in control of what they're trying to do. With Man United, I struggle to find out really what their direction is. Was he going to get given time? Only they know. Who knows? I mean, there's always pressure. If you're going to manage Manchester United, there's pressure every single day, not just every week.
Do you think that Erik ten Hag's future depends on what happens between now and the end of the season, Roy?
Yeah, well, I think this season he's under pressure, and you think that top 4, top 5 is out of reach now. Can they win the FA Cup? Is that enough? I'm not sure. I would never sit here and question, managers' futures or whatever. But he is under huge pressure. Of course he is. Of course he is. That's the nature of the beast. You manage Man United, the expectations there. Last year you said, if they get top 4 and they win a cup and they got it. And this year, it doesn't look they're going to get top 4. They get the FA Cup, would that help save his job? I don't know, because that won't be easier, because obviously Man City are still involved.
I think what you always want as well as a club is you want progression. Now, so if you looked at where Liverpool were last year, we had a really poor season, and how quickly Jurgen Klopp has changed that by bringing in players. They've been brilliant in their recruitment. You look at what McAllister brings in midfield. He's been fabulous in there. There's been some really good signings. They're bringing young players into the squad. There's just a difference, and that quickly, in the blink of an eye, Liverpool are now contending for a title, whereas Manchester United have gone backwards in this period. So for him to be as bullish, I don't quite understand. He's got to finish the season really well and just hope that they go, OK, we'll give you some games next season and just see how you get on. But as I said before, it's not that easy to find elite managers like Klopp and Guardiola and these types. They're hard to find.